Good morning, rock stars. This is Melinda from Hope When There Was None. Good morning. It is a glorious frosty day today, and it's a little early, and I am a little migrainey, so excuse the squinty eyes and the bedhead. Well, anyway, I hope you're doing awesome, and I hope you have a fantabulous day. What I want to talk to you about is, why do I harp on mirror work? Why do I harp on self-care so much? Well, and I don't have the direct quote there, so forgive me. It's, you can't serve others, you can't fill everyone else's vessel if you are serving from an empty vessel. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you know what I'm talking about. So you have to kind of fill yourself up, and you have to do this. I don't want to say have to, but you should do this as much as you can. Take time for yourself. And I know if you have special needs children, if you have just craziness going on in your life, little ones that are super small, any kind of craziness in your life right now, and I get that, I understand, but it's so important. And I wish I would have thought about this myself when I was going through all of my issues, and how important it was to fill myself back up. And there were times I did, but I did it sporadically. I didn't do it as much. And sometimes I don't always walk the walk that I talk. Like the last, I'd have to say 2 weeks, I've been kind of in a funk. And I know most of that, usually after I share my story or discuss it with somebody, I feel kind of, even though it's 9 years out, I still feel kind of, I get a little bit in a funk. So that's how I've been the last couple weeks. And it's nothing bad. It's just dealing with questions that come up with my past and sharing that information. And even though I feel like I'm in a lot better place than I was before, it still has some big hold on me. I don't want to say big hold. It has a hold on me. So I'm feeling a little off center. But I need to take care of myself. I've been running around in my pajamas, and here I'm going to do some talks on self-care. And one of my important things is making my bed daily, and also making sure I'm dressed in the morning. And I gotta be honest with you, honest mommy moment, I haven't been doing that. I know, right? I haven't been walking the walk, and it just, again, I've been feeling in a funk. And you know what? You will have those times, so don't beat yourself up if you don't do that every day, if you don't get your affirmations done, if you don't do your mirror work, if you don't high-five yourself. It's okay. You don't have to put on this big, beat yourself up, make yourself feel bad. Again, we are sometimes our own worst critics. So be gentle with yourself as you go through this process, but try and make yourself do something important that will help you. Again, look in the mirror, high five yourself, say, hey, you rolled out of bed today, you did it. Hey, you made your bed today. Hey, I'm dressed, and I am dressed. So I'm dressed today. Get that journal work done, and I haven't. I've been sporadic with my journal writing as well as my Bible time, my morning pages. I haven't done it in the last 2 weeks. Even exercise. I was hoping to do my bike program and to get myself on the road this summer so I can do my big bike ride by the time I'm around. Not by the time I'm 50, but around the time I'm 50. It's still a couple years off. But I feel bad because I didn't do it, and I gave myself excuses. And this is it. Because my older daughter, that still lives with us, Alex, she wanted to come with. Well, Mini-Man, he doesn't want to learn how to ride a bike. I know, right? How weird is that? But he's not ready to do so. I'm not going to push him. We did try no wheels on there, took the training wheels off, and he's just not ready yet. So I'm hoping next spring, summer, he'll be ready to do so, and so we can all get out there. But again, I use that as an excuse. Well, he doesn't want to ride a bike, and I'll feel bad because Alex can't go with. No, I need to stop the excuses. So I'm getting back on my stationary bike, and also my knee, it's still not 100%. So again, maybe an excuse. I don't know. But let's get back on self-care. So self-care, again, is important. Journal when you can. Also, with self-care, you might actually have to dive into something you don't want to. What I mean by that is you might have to take care of some feelings that you have from your past trauma. And this can be difficult, but it affects your relationships. It affects your current relationships. It affects your relationship with your family, with your coworkers, with your children. You might have all these simmering feelings of anger, sadness, depression, anxiety, and so on that are just there at the surface, and then something happens and you snap. You might yell at your children, you might yell at your partner, you might just be grumpy when you go to work. And so you need to start addressing these, and I hate to say that because I know myself, I don't want to go there. I don't want it to relive a lot of this stuff. And that's why when I'm at my signing that I just did, my talk that I just did, I kind of like sped through it real quick, because it's still, even though it's so long ago, it's still there at the surface. And a lot of those feelings I still want to bury, and I still want to kind of hide deep down, because I'm still, and I even told them this, it's like I'm still expecting you to be judging me, like, oh, you stupid woman. And I've mentioned this before, you stayed so long, why did you do that, why did you let this guy do this to you? And yeah, these feelings of shame, hopelessness, and I know they're still there, and I know it's a battle within me that I need to take care of, and I will. I'll get there. And I have the power of God, and I need to lay all that shame down and all the anxieties and my past traumas. I need to lay it at the feet of my Lord and not take it back, because I tend to do that, and I talked to a friend about this too. I just need to lay it down and to keep it there, not to take all that stuff back, because I know what He did for me on the cross. And I just need to do that for myself. So dealing with my past, dealing with your past, it'll help. It could be journal writing. It could be talking with somebody. Now, I read it. Now I might have to share that with you guys. I did read something where there are studies that show that talking with somebody might not help the greatest, because you're reliving all of that, and so it might not be the best therapies, and maybe that's why it didn't work so much for me. But you have to do what's right for you, whether it be medication, whether it be therapy, counseling, some other technique like tapping, EFT, MDR, MDMR, or I think there's a CDT or CBT, something like that. But there's other modalities out there that you can use for healing, and I encourage you to please do so. Again, self-care is also digging deep into those feelings. Why am I acting this way? Is it from my past? Am I just in a bad mood? Am I grumpy? Is it cycle time? Is it the full moon? Because the full moon makes us do different things too. Address your feelings. Start simple. Just ask yourself, when these crises arise, when you're getting to that point where you're angry or upset, stop if you can. Try, I know sometimes in the heat of the moment, stop and think to yourself, okay, pause. Why am I like this? What's going on? What did I dream about last night? What's angering me? Did I have a phone call, a text from my ex? Did I have news about my ex? Or something else just triggered it? What is your trigger? Try and figure that out to try and help yourself in the future. Now, future, you will appreciate this. I know it's rough. I know it's hard. You are doing a fantastic job. You really are. Give yourself a pat on the back, because you are listening to this today. I hope you stayed with me. I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I love you. And also, if you are in the Hobart area, I will be at the librarium from 4 to 6 talking about teenage dating, violence, and what signs parents should look out for. Hope you have a great day. Love you. Bye.